Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for the reviews, the
Thank you.
comments, the likes. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
God bless you.
All right. All right, guys. So in today's video, we're going to be sharing something very interesting. We're going to be looking at, is good marriage by luck or choice? So who decides whether you are going to be having a good marriage or not? You know, good marriage is a blessing from God.
Yes.
What the Bible says is, he that finds a wife, finds what? Good favor. He finds a good thing and obtain favor from God.
Lord.
So that means that there is something that marriage does to a man, either good or bad. Anyway, once you find a wife and you become married, then you found favor from God. So getting into a good marriage is not really, to me personally, it's not really a matter of luck. I think marriage is about hard work.
Yeah.
Marriage takes from you. It's not, Pastor Kisley used to say something like, it's not about somebody who is half baked and another person who is half baked becoming one. No, full-blown people, 100% coming together, becoming 100%. So it's not a place. I don't think marriage is a place whereby you just go there and you play it by chance. There has to be commitment for whatever you are doing, right? So recently there's a celebrity that just divorced his wife, and I've seen that these people have really gone through a lot. It's not about that you are wise or anything. How many years are we in marriage anyways? But what we're just trying to say is that it's not by luck, it is not by choice, it's by hard
chance.
work, sacrifice, forgiveness, commitment, and different other things. What do you think?
So I think this topic is sensitive. Because some people believe that no matter the level or the amount of hard work you put into marriage, if your marriage will go bad, it will go bad. So
it doesn't want the sacrifice.
Faith decides things. It's a matter of destiny. But I think if you look at this from a biblical standpoint, God says marriage is good.
Okay.
And God says, or the Bible says, two are better than one. So on that premise, marriage is good. Yes. If we do the right thing,
if you put it
people think that if God ordains marriage, then why are people having issues in their marriage? Because we are shifting our own responsibility to God.
So
last week we talked about God says you are my spouse.
You'll find the link to the video somewhere around here.
Thank you. So if God chose your spouse for you and you just leave the work to God ahead, exactly. People think if God has chosen my spouse, then I should not expect problem. God has chose your spouse for you, then it means you also have a responsibility to make the marriage work. So I also think that because of the bad experiences that people have had maybe in their marriage, or
things happening around,
things they are saying around, you just have this wrong mindset about marriage, and they believe that no matter the hard work you put into it, it will not. If it will work, it will work. We're having a conversation until you have 3 children and your marriage has reached a certain level. That's when you will know if the marriage will work or not. When you're married,
that's a long time, at least 10 years.
Your marriage has to stand the test of time before you can say, thank God for my marriage, because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. And I've also seen good marriages. When I was in school, when I was still attending Sanctuary of Hope Church in Ile-Ife, and I've seen good marriages. So I noticed that it's because of what we see around. That's what forms our mindset about certain issues. So I think good marriage is possible. Good marriage is by choice. There's an aspect of God's grace and favor, and there's also an aspect of work that you need to do for that marriage to work out. The things you need to learn, the investment you need to make,
the books you need to read.
Exactly, the knowledge you need to acquire, because these things, if you leave it to chance, things will go bad. So there are things we need to learn. You have to be intentional about that. I want this my marriage to work, and it is going to work. So I think it begins with our mindset first. If you think marriage is by luck, then it means that even if you are doing things, you can be doing the right things in the wrong way. So if you are doing the right things the wrong way, it will not work. You will not get the desired result. So I think we need to change our mindset about marriage and believe that good marriage is possible by the grace of God and by your own commitment and determination.
So all right, in addition to that, it's not by what you think, what is happening around. You see, you can come from a family with generational
dysfunctional
families.
Yes.
You can come from a family whereby their marriage doesn't last up to 10 years, up to 5 years. You know, once they get to a particular year in their marriage, something happens and they end up separating. You can come from a very dysfunctional family. It doesn't mean that you cannot have a functional family or a perfect family. So
Yes.
that shouldn't be an excuse. So they say, as Christians, I'm talking to those who are born again. So if you are not, so you have to be born again to understand what I'm saying. So that means that you have the right, or you have been given the authority to break free from every limitation that could cause, you know, if imagine you have a background of those kind of things, and so once you break free from those limitations and those chains that are holding you down, to allow for the repeat of those things you have been through. You know, my wife, I remember one certain time, she has this mindset that was fixed.
Just skeptical.
She was skeptical about, okay, will it work? Okay, you know, it allowed us to break for a year in our relationship, you know, because of still that mindset, you know. But it's like she said, it starts from the mind. So it all goes down to you being able to break through or break free from the wrong mindset and imbibing the mindset that it is possible.
Yes.
Since it's possible, then you are ready to put in the necessary work to make it possible, right?
Then for Christian marriages too, I also think that there are unbelievers that understand the rules of the game, and yet their marriage is thriving. So the fact that we know God doesn't mean we should not learn the rules of the game.
Yes, you have to.
Yes.
You have to. So in fact, we've seen unbelievers that have good marriages.
Yeah.
You understand? So it is not really, it's about knowing God, one, but there's still an aspect of learning what makes up a good marriage.
Exactly.
So that it will not be as if you were just put into it without learning the rules. All right, guys, I think this is the end of today's video.
Thank you.
Our baby is crying. She needs attention. Okay. So we want to hear your comment about, is good marriage by choice or
by law?
We'd like to see in another video. Thank you.
Bye.